welcome to the Cultivating Calmness podcast. I'm Kaela Vance, and today I'm going to talk about how I am going to a conference this weekend, and I am really excited about it. I have been looking forward to it since I learned about it last year, and I was unable to go last year, so I finally signed up for it and am excited to go to it this year, and I will probably go again next year. And this is a slightly different conference than maybe you would expect a counselor to go to, but I am a holistic or functional mental health counselor. At least that's how I identify in my practice because of the way that I work with my clients and the things that I talk about. And I am really hoping to gain some more knowledge to bring back to my clients, not only my clients, but also my life and my family, and hopefully be able to help and support my friends and family as well. So that is a big reason for me going to this conference. So what is the conference? I'm glad you asked. I am going to the Seeking Whole Health Conference. It is a Christian holistic health conference, and I practice holistic health in my home. And we do a lot of things naturally, and these are things that I have learned, more and more about over the years, and hoping to continue to, just continue to learn and incorporate different things. And I, by no means, know everything. I am still learning. There are things that I still have to learn about myself, but every time I learn something, without fail, I can bring that information, to a client literally like that next day. So it's super awesome to be able to learn new information and be able to put it into practice, or at least be able to share it with other people who could benefit from that information. So oftentimes a lot of the clients that I see, some of them come because they want to see me because of the holistic side of things, the natural side of things. And they know that I, talk about those things and practice that way. Some people don't really know that or didn't come to me for that reason, but I still incorporate it into our discussion. So when something comes up, I may inform them about some options that they may have, some questions they should probably go to their provider and ask, tests that they may benefit from. I, by no means don't force anybody to do anything, but it's hopefully taken with an open mind to be able to improve not only physical health, but mental health. So really today, I just wanted to kind of go over some of those benefits and some of the things I'm looking forward to. I am not going to, there's pre-conference sessions. I was not able to get into those, and that's okay. But there are so many good topics. It's going to be really hard to choose. And I was glad I pulled this out actually today because I will be leaving early Friday morning to go to this conference. And lots of, if you've ever been to a conference, it's usually there's multiple speakers during each breakout type session, and you have to pick which one you're going to go to. So for this one, there is not a pre-registration. I don't have to register ahead of time to choose which one I'm going to. Now, I usually, when I go to counseling conferences, there's usually I don't know, this conference seems like it's going to be pretty big, but you will pre-register for the ones you plan to go to. That doesn't mean you can't change your mind when you get there, but you often know what you're going to be going to before you walk in the door, and then they have a set number. So I don't know what to expect for this. I've never been to this conference, so I don't know if I could choose to go to one. They're going to be full and be like, sorry, pick another one. That would be disappointing if that's the case. But yeah, so I just want to go over some of the things I might be attending and why, and what I hope to do with that, and then next week on the podcast, I will talk a little bit about what I took away from some of those things, and if I actually went to the ones I said I was going to go to. So Friday starts off with a keynote address. There's not really a note on what that topic is, but I am considering for my first one, it's hidden food sensitivities and inflammation beyond the usual suspects. So that one sounds interesting to me because I talk a lot about food sensitivities in my sessions with people, often talking about how that can be affecting their gut. So I do have a decent amount of information on that. Although it couldn't hurt to get more. Then the other one I'm interested in is how to navigate hormones, sync your cycle, and balance your blood sugar. Well, our hormones have a lot to do with how we are thinking and how we are feeling, especially as women. And I see a lot of women, and a lot of the women are either on birth control, have been on birth control, are having, irregular periods, or have, period problems. So this could be very helpful information to bring to the session or to bring to my clients to be able to talk to them about that. There's gonna be some demonstrations. There's things on cavities, why they happen and what you can do about them. That might be one that I might attend. I think it's on here twice, so there's 2 different opportunities to go to it. And it's always good to know how your mouth works and how we get cavities, and I think there's more to it than what you would think. So I am not as knowledgeable on cavities. That may not have the biggest effect on my clients, but it does have an effect like on my household. So still may be something I may consider going to, but not quite sure yet. There's things on reversing toxic infertility. Again, that's a maybe, but I'm thinking not at this point. The one I'm really interested in is called Optimizing Potential Support for Complex Kids. I don't have a description on what exactly that is, but that does sound interesting, not only for me, but for my clients and their kids. And I do work with some younger clients at this moment, but I do spend most of my time with older children and a lot of parents who have kids who may have different things that they need support for. So I could see why that could be very helpful to attend. There's a kombucha brewing lesson, and I think I saw that on here more than once. So again, that is something I am interested in, but if it doesn't, it's not a priority one. That's more of a personal one that I want to learn how to do. May or may not fit into this conference if I'm able to get to it. There's a couple of different doctor, ask the doctor type panels. So I may attend one of those. And again, there's no specific topic for that. So I'm guessing it could be anything. There's some things on nutrition and breastfeeding, not really pertinent for me right now. So I probably will not be attending that. There's a panel on Ask the Herbalist. So there's a couple herbalists that I personally know and I buy their products. That's Dawn Combs with Soda Farm and Kate Teach. I never say her last name right, but she is the owner of Earthly, and so it'd be cool to hear them speak and answer questions along with several other herbalists in that panel. One that's also at that same time though is Hidden Triggers, Cracking the Code of Autoimmunity. So many people have autoimmune disorders and issues and don't even realize it. But so many things follow on under the category of autoimmunity, IBS and diabetes, and there's one that's not coming to me right now. It'll come to me. Endometriosis, lots of skin disorders, hormone issues, all fall under that category of autoimmunity. So that could be a big one that I'm really interested in. Might have to skip the herbalist Q&A, which is sad. There's a couple of different ones on skincare basics. Biblical nutrition, that'll be an interesting one. Improving your mobility, animal herbalism. The one I'm probably going to go to in this category is stress, anxiety, and herbs to calm the storm. So a lot of my clients suffer from anxiety, so this could be very helpful in being able to talk with them about those alternatives that could be helpful if that's something that they're looking for. Dips, dressings, and a cooking demo. That's probably not my thing, but definitely something, that could be interesting, but maybe not for me. The 4 pillars of health, using diet and lifestyle to turn genes on and off. That one I am very interested in. As a food as medicine approach to diabetes and pre-diabetes, I am interested in that one, but not as much as the previous one. Dawn Combs is doing one on healing herbal honeys. I probably will not be going to that one this time because there are two other ones that I am more interested in at the exact same time, unfortunately. Something on beef tallow, the power of myofunctional therapy. Again, that's also interesting for me, but I'll probably not be doing that one. Joel Salatin, he is a really well-known, I believe you might call him, an organic farmer. He's the owner of Polyface Farm. He will be there as the keynote speaker. So I'll be seeing him. And then I think the following day, he will be speaking, he'll be doing a couple of other presentations. So I may attend one of his other presentations. Why fasting without faith is your next failed diet. That sounds very interesting. The nutritional and healing benefits of organ meats, a holistic perspective. That is also very interesting. I know organ meats can be very helpful for us. And I've learned in the past from the Wellness Way that they often talk about you kind of heal like with like. So if you have liver issues, you want to take liver supplements from other healthy animals. And so that can go the same for, other organs and other organ meats. So that would be interesting to definitely see how that could benefit myself personally, my family, and my clients. How to design a natural health plan. That one could be one that I would attend. Holistic approach to acne, and then a sourdough. Well, I have recently started doing sourdough the last couple months, and I feel like I have got it down, still working out some kinks for my sourdough personally, but I do feel like I'm doing a fairly good job. So I'm happy with how I'm doing that, but it can't hurt to learn more, but probably won't be attending it here. Joel Salatin is also presenting on a topic called Folks, This Ain't Normal. And I believe that's a book he's written, which I have not read yet, but I do plan on doing that. Utilizing regenerative medicine for chronic pain. That may be something I would attend. And environmental toxins, how to avoid them and how to get them out of your body. That is something I have talked about with clients and myself, and slowly but surely working on getting those environmental toxins out of our lives and how those affect you and how those build up in your system and how to heal from them. So, I might be interested in learning more about that. Perimenopause chat, seasonal recipes, demos. There's the cavity thing came up again, so it's in 2 different spots. So people who want to do that, supporting complex kids has come up again. So I'll have to see how those things line up. Fermenting vegetables and how you can do that. So very many awesome topics, and so many that are overlapping. It's going to be hard to choose which ones that I will ultimately go to. There are some that are definitely gold stars. I will go to over other ones. I'm probably going to have to pick some backups just in case, there's no room for something. Functional neurology, a live demonstration of the 7-point brain body gut exam. I am very interested in that. Heart disease and heart attacks, the real cause of those. I know a little bit about that, so probably won't be attending that, but definitely a helpful one to attend. Are you bloated, moody, and tired? It's not just your hormones, it's your gut. I knew that, but I'm sure I don't know all the information that will be in that one. So there's a tough one. There's 2 in there that I would want to attend, and there's a couple other ones that are coming up again in that little section. And then the last ones for the weekend will be Joe Salatin again presenting on what science got wrong. Sounds very interesting. Kate Teach from Earthly and building your herbal toolkit for total wellness. Would be interesting to hear her speak and attend that, although I do probably know a lot of that, but couldn't hurt to get more information. Knowing what's in your water. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in your water that you probably don't know about and probably don't want in your water. So if you haven't looked that up, I'd highly recommend you exploring that a little bit. from the ground up, and that's improving your mobility and strength. So that one's coming up again. I saw that earlier. So yeah, lots and lots of very good topics to go to. I am super excited to do that. Hoping to come back with a lot of helpful information on inflammation, hormones, food, gut health. What else? Like lots of herbalism things. And like I follow their posts on social media. You can, it is Wednesday. The conference is on Friday. They will probably still be selling tickets, or are probably still selling tickets. I know, I saw that they were posting about, get your tickets before they sell out. So you may still be able to snag a ticket if you're listening to this, but if not, maybe you check it out next year and you're hearing about this. It'll, I'm guessing, be about the same time frame. It's May 1st through the 3rd. So you may be able to go next year. If you heard it from me and you decide to go and you make it there, please reach out. I'd love to meet you and talk with you and see you there. But yeah, I can't wait to bring back information to you. SeekingWholeHealth.com, and you can register and find out more about what they are all about and all of the awesome goodies that they're going to be giving people. It sounds like there's goodie bags and there's raffles and all kinds of stuff they're going to be doing. I am super excited to go meet other like-minded professionals and people in the world and be able to bring that information back. Again, for myself, my friends, my family, my clients, my business, and just always love attending these things. And, it's just great to learn new stuff. So thanks for joining me today. I will see you again next week, and I will bring back hopefully tons of helpful information I can share with you. Have a wonderful rest of your day.